Hello guys, welcome to another episode of the Sitrep podcast. Today I'm joined by Arek. Hello Arek.
Hello.
And we are playing 7 Days to the River Rhine by Great Escape Games. And today's scenario is actually capture. We are playing 400 points for the attacker and 200 points for the defender. The game should last 7 rounds plus the random length. And there are 3 objectives present on the battlefield. So this crossroads over here, this burned down building, and this one which has a lot of refrigerators inside, so the Russians want to capture it basically. So there are 3 objectives over here, and the French, because I'm playing the French, start hidden. So there are my units are hidden, and I have some decoy markers, so to speak, which do not represent any real units. All of this has been already placed on the tabletop, and Arek made his deployment over here. But before we move to Arek's force, I want to say what I have. So I have 2 AMX-10 RC vehicles, 3 squads of infantry and 1 support Milan, plus an AMX-10P. That's all I managed to get into 200 points. And how about your force, Arek?
My force consists of 1 TATU, the better version with the thermals, and then I got 2 T60 together. On the table I have 2 262Ms and 2 more in the reserve. 2 BRD-M2s with recon rule, 2 infantry stands, which one of is their commander. I have a support weapon of AGS-17 grenade launcher, and in the reserves I have 2 more T62Ms, 1 Shilka, and an infantry with a BTR-60 APC.
So as usual, there are a lot of Russians on the table, and we shall see how it goes. So see you guys after turn number 1.
So in the Soviet first turn, I first activated my recon, which moved at rapid movement here, without no reaction from the player forces. The second recon moved the same there, without also any reaction. At the first I got from reserves not a ration tank, so it was a TATU, extra TATU, which came here. Then I activated it, moved here. No reaction on the Piotr side. We swapped the activation, so he had to move some tokens, not that I move everything to give him all the reactions. Then I moved again, blocked on the tree line with the tank.
Yeah, and then I revealed my Milan team that is sitting over here where you can see the 3 tokens, command tokens. So it activated, hit the TATU, destroying it on the spot, which made Arek a little bit sad. And then he started to move up his infantry in the APC. The infantry disembarked. After the infantry disembarked, it started to shoot at the Milan team, but it missed. So he tried again, and in response I revealed my my infantry unit that's sitting over here. It shot back at his unit, and it got 1 morale marker. And then I played the panic card, which made him, fall back, so he cannot do anything more in this turn. And then Arek moved his tanks.
Then I moved the infantry on the side, tried to pin the Milan. First missed shot. Piotr didn't react. I reactivated them, then I hit, put 1 morale without any extras. Then Piotr decided to make a battle morale test, to remove the marker. Then I activated my first tank, shot, and I think this was a miss.
Yeah, and I shot back with the Milan, but I missed you.
You failed the reaction.
I failed the reaction, so I did not hit you.
Then I went with another tank, hit him, making only 1 morale on him. Then again Piotr got the morale out. Yep. Then you revealed I
revealed an AMX-10 which was sitting over here trying to destroy his RIS unit, but sadly I missed. He failed his reaction test with the TATU over here, because RIS units can give you reaction to units that don't have line of sight to the unit that they are reacting. I failed to hit him and managed to get out of the woods and hide behind this building, waiting for another opportunity to strike at his units. I didn't want to sit in this forest because then he would be able to see me with his tanks that are over here. There is a wreck that is blocking his view now, and this BTR was thankfully also blocking the view from the tanks. So I did not lose one of my armored units in this battlefield on turn 1. However, we are still trying to delay the Russian forces.
Yeah, my last activation was trying to shoot again on the Milan, but it missed.
Yep, so that's all. See you guys after turn 2. Okay guys, top of turn 2. So a lot of things happened on the table. Basically, Arek tried to still disable my Milan and get it out of the fight. He first started shooting with his tanks. Two from his two T-62s came from this reserve, but they didn't do much good. Then I revealed my AMX-10 RC that was sitting over here and is still. He moved out, tried to shoot the BTR, but missed. Then Arek, in reaction, tried to hit it with the tank, but missed. Then I activated this RC. He also, leaned from cover and tried to hit the recon and killed it. Then I activated once again this AMX-10 and destroyed the T-62 that you can see burning behind the tree. Next, Arek took the initiative. I passed it to him, and he took his T-80, moved it from here to here, and tried to shoot my AMX-10 RC in the back, but did not manage to
Missed
hit.
by one, yeah.
Missed by one. And then what, Arek, you did? You tried to shoot with the... You did something with the...
You tried with a lot of reactions with the Milan.
But failed.
And when I got one token a token advantage, then I moved my recon, shoot into the Milan, scoring 2 hits.
Yep.
You had to use a token to drop the morale.
Sure.
And I reactivated it again, scored another hit, and then with one last token I tried to get it with a grenade launcher, but missed.
Yeah. And this was the end of turn 2. Let's see what happens top 3. We also forgot to add that I played the electronic warfare card, taking away 4 of Arek's command tokens, so this lowered his advance on my positions.
Okay, but this is a show. So I won the initiative roll, and we started with pounding the Milan with the BRD ammo which were here. Peter decided to react with movement.
Yeah, because I wanted to get out of his line of sight and not to lose the Milan.
Especially that he already had one morale marker.
Yep.
I hit him once, getting 1 morale on it, but it moved away. So this was this, and I think you rolled a 6, so you took the initiative.
Yeah, I took the initiative and I used, one of my first order was to use the fallback order on the Milan team. I managed to do so, but sadly it meant that the unit is out of the game for this turn. Luckily I managed to disperse all the morale markers, so they got their shit together and they can fight this turn. And then I believe I tried to do some shenanigans with my infantry. I moved it from this corner of the building to this corner of the building and tried to destroy his recon unit, which is now over here. I managed to hit it.
I failed a reaction roll.
Yeah, you failed the reaction roll. I managed to hit the scout. Sadly, when I took the firepower test, I evened the score, so he only got all of his morale markers. Then I tried to activate the infantry again, but missed the hit roll, so I decided that I don't want to waste any more markers in order to command tokens in order to try to destroy this unit, because then I would have to roll, I believe, 4+ in order to activate it. So I tried with this AMX-10 to get out over here at this corner and try to shoot one of your tanks, but you reacted.
Yeah.
And you hit my aluminium RC car, And luckily for me, not so luckily for you, you rolled a 2, evening the armor with the weapon value, so I only got the maximum number of morale tokens. I did not hit you, of course, after my crew got shaken. Then I used the fallback order, but only managed to take out 2 of the tokens from the unit. And then I believe I passed the initiative to you.
Yeah. Then I moved my T80. It's a fast tank, so it moved 15 inches.
Yeah.
And I declared a shot into the damaged IMX-10. Piotr decided to react with his closer IMX,
Yep.
but failed.
Yep.
So I didn't hit this IMX, I missed, but I still had the initiative. I reacted it again, but this time on this IMX which could react. Peter tried to react to move it out of my firing range, but still I hit him and destroyed him with the shot.
Yeah.
Also, it was a catastrophic explosion, so got a morale of this infantry in this building.
Yeah, because we totally forgot that there's infantry in this building. I only saw the marker when we checked whether there is something within 4 of this exploding armored car. And sadly there was my infantry. I totally forgot about them, and if I did not, I would probably destroy this recon unit earlier. But that's my fault.
Yeah, then I used my card, which is communications. Yeah, communications, to automatically move my BLDM far from danger, especially that there are 2 infantry eyeing it, with half of the movement, because the infantry is closer without my infantry. Then I made a feedback order, which I passed, getting half of the moral markers off.
Yep.
So they are feeling safer. And then I've got 2 markers of advantage. I use it to move one of the tanks rapidly from the edge of the table, and second one move normally and try to hit the infantry but missed.
Yeah, and I believe that was all, and we shall see what happens after turn 4.
And I won the initiative roll again.
Yeah, and he won the initiative roll again. So basically, this turn might decide on what happens on the table. We shall see if the French delaying, small air force will be able to secure the fallback of the range of the French forces. Okay guys, so it's the end of turn 4, and basically it was a fight of low dice rolls. However, Arek started the game, and I believe you started with trying to fry my IMX.
Yeah, I moved with the T80.
Yeah. Yeah, you moved. No, you didn't move.
I didn't move.
You tried to hit it.
Because I wouldn't. Then I use the card, the tank missile.
Yeah.
But Peter decided to react with his infantry.
Yeah, that was sitting over here. I hit you, gave you a morale marker.
Yeah.
And then
I missed by 1 with the rocket and the IMX.
Yep. I tried to. When I hit you, I gave you the full because I managed to even your armor. So I managed to get you full of morale markers. And then
I activated him. Then I used my battle command to get 1 off.
Twice, I believe.
Yeah, I tried the second one, roll a 6, so I clean him up.
Yeah.
Then I roll again another 6, so I clean also the BLDM too.
Yep.
So this was lucky. And then what I tried to do?
Then I believe you tried to murder my AMX again.
No.
No?
He had already 3 tokens.
Oh yeah, you had already 3 tokens.
I gave you the initiative.
Yeah, you passed.
Yeah.
And then I took my Milan team, that was over here, moved it over here to this window so I can see his T80. You did not react to it, I believe.
He was the only one which could react, but he already had 3 tokens, so I didn't risk it. And the rest of the army did see.
Yes. So my next move was to try to hit you.
Yeah, the Milan reactivated.
Yeah, I reactivated it successfully. I tried to hit you, but I missed for the first time.
Yes.
Then I reactivated him again because I thought that I can try to win this game on trying to break Arek's formation. So I reactivated once again. I rolled 2 dice. I rolled 10 and an 8 for the penetration roll, and the 8 managed to destroy Arek's tank. So now he's hanging on 2 battle hit points, I believe. So I can kill his, for example, scouts or maybe one of his tanks, and his forces will decide that not today. But I tried to do this. However, after I killed his tank, I gave up the initiative to you, and you decided that you have to get everything as close as possible to the objectives and try to destroy my infantry. But I will give you the voice because then we started to roll really fun.
Yeah, so it was like this that I missed everything. I think only I paid one morale. I failed a reaction because I moved here. Peter tried to hit with the RPG.
Yeah.
I tried to didn't try to react. He missed. I put one morale marker on him. Then he tried to shoot again with the activation. I failed to react with my grenade launchers, but Peter thankfully missed. And this was just rolls of ones because I tried to battle with morale, roll a 1, failed not a reaction, I don't remember where. I moved my infantry forward because I need to push with everything to try to salvage this game. And this concluded my turn. The only thing that Peter had was an X trying to win the game on the spot.
I got out from the corner, tried to hit the T-62, but I did hit it once, I believe, but I did not penetrate it.
Yeah.
I did not penetrate the armor, so basically now my AMX is sitting in the open. Arek has the initiative at the beginning of turn 5. And he can actually destroy this little RC car, and this might complicate things for me because it's not so easy to kill tanks with infantry. Especially
only infantry.
Yeah, with only infantry, especially that he's moving more and more forces up to these positions. We shall see if he manages to capture one of the buildings and the crossroads. Because he has 3 objectives to take, as we said at the beginning. This building, this ruins, and this crossroads. And so far, the French forces are actually doing a great job delaying the Soviet advance. But the Soviet commander has enough due to crappy dice rolls. Okay guys, so this is the end of turn 5. Basically Arek tried to push as hard as he could with all his units. I believe you began your turn with this T-62 over here. You took down his morale after the second roll because the first failed. Then you moved him over there and tried to kill my AMX-10. But you missed and I managed to get out of harm's way.
No, it was that you passed a reaction roll and moved before I shot.
Yeah, I moved away before you could kill it. Then you tried to hit my infantry with your rockets.
With my grenades.
Yeah, with your grenades, sorry. And you managed once, I believe, to get one marker. And then you killed it with the Shilka.
Then I fired once with the Shilka, I scored another one. Then I fired with a tank, hit, scored 2 more, and the Shilka finished the job against one infantry.
Yeah, so I lost a squad of infantry that was holding this building. And I believe you ran out of
I moved some tanks that missed things.
Yeah, you moved some tanks and this infantry over here, I believe, but missed other stuff that you could see. And then, actually, when you could not react to my actions, I took out the Milan that was sitting over here, moved to this corner of the building, and managed to hit your APC, and then you lost your breaking points. So your soldiers had enough. What I must and might say about this game, it was a fun game, that's for sure, but maybe not for Arek because he was rolling. His rolls today was terrible. You cannot blame the dice, but when you roll 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, occasionally something better. You don't have a great day at the table, and this sadly happened over here. But I believe Arek has some comments about the T-80s.
They are crap. Yeah. They are not worth the points. They eat a big chunk of your breaking points and normal points. And if the thing is that in this game you don't have any incentive as a player when you are shot at. You can only try to react to get out of line of sight, okay? But if you cannot or you fail, then you just are sitting duck and it's all everything about the opponent's dice. If he gets good dice, then you lose like 9 black hit points with a 1 rocket shot. And this is really not worth it, the points. The only thing that is good about them is fast and thermal, but I don't think I will take them anymore.
Yeah, because it's easy to break the formation of your opponent, especially if this is worth 9 breaking points, you destroy 2, these are 18, I needed 25 to break Arek's formation today, so I only needed 7 more.
Yeah, so the only thing I lost is 1 BTR, 2 T80s, and 1 econ unit.
And a T62.
Yeah, okay, and a T62, fine.
I believe this is overpriced when it comes to the point value that we're playing today. Because you could have taken more T62s or something like that are worth less breaking points. Mm-hmm. You would have more command tokens, more tanks on the table, and more chances to pin my infantry, etc. etc.
Yeah.
So not the best option for smaller point games like we played today. What I must say, Milans are cool, but they are easily, so to say, they might easily become ineffective, because either someone can roll into 12 of their minimum range and they cannot do shit, or basically you can try to pin them down, get a lot of morale markers on them, and they are not really able to reactivate, and then you have to fall back, and when they fall back they cannot do anything during the turn.
Yeah, but on the other part you can activate it multiple times in a turn, so we can fire 3 rockets a turn, and the outer infantry is to spin them, yes?
Yeah, so that's why I had the squad of infantry next to them, and they did their job on turn first, when they disabled your grenade launchers, sitting there over at the haystack. So basically we like the game, but we don't like when one of us rolls only 1s or 2s.
No, it's fine, you cannot win against the dice.
Yeah, you cannot win against the dice, but it takes out the fun, in my opinion. So we laughed a little bit that Team Yankee hates me when it comes to rolling, and this game hates Arek. So
fair and square, thanks.
Yeah, fair and square, thanks. See you guys next time. We shall see if it's going to be Team Yankee or if it's going to be 7 Days to the River Rhine by the Escape Games.